Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a father, see we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a father, see we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me.
Welcome back to another episode of Father Time with De'Meco Blair, a podcast where dads talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm De'Meco, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week, Miari was finally rejoined with her friends. She is now back at daycare and loving every minute of it. And
Yeah, I know
obviously,
you
mom and dad are also enjoying every minute of it.
for sure. And I'm your play partner, host of the most, your country cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie, aka Southside Bunker Bear, father to the 8-year-old who is finally completely done with school, and we are a week away from starting the homeschool process where I gotta learn some shit so I can teach her some shit properly, and then we're gonna make a militant ass little mixed Black Panther. That's my goal. I want Malcolm X as a female. They can't stop that. And this week, y'all, we got our first guest, and it's somebody that I'm like super excited to have on. One of the homies, a guy that I met in the video game space. That's something that y'all probably know about me, but don't. I am a mad streamer, used to at least when I met this guy. But this is somebody that you can follow if you have any type of fitness goals, if you have any problems with like legit having that one moment in time in the day where you're like, man, like I ain't shit. You go to his page, you'll find something positive on there to get you back up. And he's father to little Godzilla, my nephew. We got the dog on Brandon, aka the Bear Project. What's going on with you, big dog?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Welcome to the show.
Heck yeah, we
Appreciate y'all
finally got him on. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I know,
we got
right?
him here in the chair. Yeah. So just to get into it real quick, we are going to talk about mental health a lot on this episode. So if this is something that you don't want to hear, skip this episode. But I feel like this is the one that you that you're gonna want to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon, for all of our guests that we usually have on, we have a set question that we ask every single guest, and that question is, Brandon, who are your top 5 fictional fathers?
See, top 5 fictional fathers. I'm gonna go probably John Amos. His character from Good Times is probably number 1 for me.
Okay.
Number 2, Carl Winslow. 3, Uncle Phil. You know, they call him Uncle Phil, but you know,
He has some kids.
for sure. I'm gonna go. This might be kind of like far left, but I'm gonna say the king from Black Panther,
Ooh,
T'Challa's father.
T'Chaka.
right.
Number 5, I'm gonna say Pops from Roseanne.
John-
you talking about
Roxanne, John Goodman's character.
yeah,
Either
John
him
Goodman's character.
or Al Bundy.
Yo, interchangeable
Married with his-
like
yeah,
vibes
I like
though.
that.
The vibes are the same. The vibes are
Mhm.
the same on those dudes.
I'm curious about the T'Chaka pick.
I still feel like even though he seemed like very at least in the first Black Panther movie, it seemed like he was hiding something because of course, you know, he hid the fact that he killed Killmonger's father. But I still think that even with that, I still think he was a great father. He taught his son, he gave his son the best with the time he had.
Yes.
And I think that's one thing that, you know, we as fathers always, we don't think about it because we're so caught up in like just life, work. Like we forget that, you know, we got to stop comparing ourselves. Comparison really is the thief of joy. So like when you looking at other fathers, you gotta, you know, you gotta realize you gotta give your kids the best that you have with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like he did everything he could, and T'Challa still turned out great,
Yes.
even though he himself was flawed. And he knew he was flawed. I'm pretty sure he probably didn't want his son to find that out that way, but I still feel like he had the makings of a good father because regardless of how short T'Challa's reign was, is one that can't be forgotten.
Oh, for sure.
And some of those principles came from his dad.
Yeah, and I think he kind of says it in the movie
appreciate
as well, where he's like, I prepared you for this.
Yep.
I would be a failure as a dad. Do you think I'm a failure
That's
as a
our
dad?
goal. Yep.
Yeah.
If you think I'm a failure as a dad, then yeah, I did something wrong. But I think I prepared you properly to take on whatever you got. So yeah, that's 1,000% correct, bro. Like, and that is our goal as parents. Like, I want to be able to hand my daughter the baton with like the speed of like a car on the Autobahn pretty damn much, bro. Like, and that's something we've talked about a lot, you know, making sure our kids start the game on third base instead of, you know, in the crowd. So, because I mean, that's always been a goal.
If you look at the movie, look at the comparison from T'Chaka to N'Jobu. When Killmonger took the potion, like, you seen that look in his face. He was like, well, look what I've done. And then like Killmonger said, you know, people die. That's just how it is. You could see he looked like he failed as a father.
Yeah, he was upset that his son saw the side of him that he didn't truly want him to see. Exactly. While T'Chaka hid the side from his son that he didn't want him to see. Yeah, it's crazy.
So, recurring segment that we have on the show is either myself or Blair will bring to light a forgotten fictional father. So this week, Blair, who we got as a forgotten fictional father that needs some love?
You know, shout out to the wife, Z, you're a G. But this came from a conversation her and I were having, and then it bounced off of what you were talking about, De'Meco, the fear of losing Kate. Now, Chaz from the Rugrats, Chucky's dad, every step of the way, patient, kind, loving, kind of like was showcasing to his son that it was okay to like be vulnerable, to like live in that space of, oh, I'm sad. And then pick the perfect wife, the perfect bonus mom, or excuse me, not even bonus, the perfect stepmom to step up for Chucky at the end of the second Chucky or the second Rugrats movie. The scene that I'm like thinking about it is when Chucky and Homegirl's daughter are in the room talking, and Chucky's like, I always wondered like where my mom was, and now I got two. I'm a special boy because I got two moms now, and I was like,
Alma, solid pick.
Yeah,
solid pick. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about him too.
But
that's solid.
That pick, and I'm sorry to like kind of hold the conversation, but I want to get right into it because I feel like this is the opening to the conversation.
Yeah.
B, you are co-parenting with baby Godzilla and his mom.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've heard it on your streams. I've seen it on your Instagram posts. Without sharing too much that you don't want to, what are those moments like when, because I mean, I'm in that same boat sometimes. My shorty's in the room right now for the first time in a long time for a 4-day weekend.
Right.
What are those days like when you're not with him and then that feeling right before he comes?
I guess I could say, the best way I could say it is, don't get me wrong, you know, and it's not to say that I don't, like, it's not like I don't want my child around, but I take the time to embrace those little moments of quietness. But on the flip side, it's weird not hearing him make noise. It just throws everything off, like, because I'm so used to hearing him scream or run around the house. So when I do get those little moments of quiet, even in those moments of quiet, I still think about, like, dang, you know, like, I just really be wondering if he's okay.
Every second that they're
That's
not
my
there.
biggest thing. Just making sure, you know, he's okay. Because it's not to say that she would put him in any danger, but you just never know with people these days. Not necessarily her, but in the people that she may choose. And then right before he gets there, you know, whatever was weighing on my heart before then is gone once I see him. Because he takes that away. Like, so in those quiet moments, by myself, I get to be an adult. But when I'm with him, I feel like that the little kid version of me that was buried gets to come out with him. And it's funny that, you know, we were talking about Chucky's mom, and, you know, teaching our sons that it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, even that steers me in how I raise them, because, you know, when kids are human, so they're going to do things that's going to irritate you or make you mad. But what I try not to do is I try not to stand over top of him and scream on him because it's like, Dad, you this big dude just wilding on me right now. No, I don't do that. So I literally like kneel down to his level. So he knows like we on equal planes, even though we're not equal. When we're talking about how you feel, we're equal. Because that's important.
For sure. Really is. And it's also important that you said that like you do get down on his level because just us as being their parents in general, we're already tall. Like 6'2", 6'3", 6 foot. Like we're already tall people. But Bear, for people who don't know, who haven't stopped this episode and looked at his Instagram page, should be a goddamn bodybuilder. The man can deadlift 700 pounds. I've seen it. so his thighs are the size of his child's anatomy. So yes, you got to kind of get down to his level to make sure he's not super afraid of daddy. But no, it's so. But when you are with him, dog, like the smile that's on his face, the smile that's on your face, like damn, it brings me joy, nigga. Because like I remember being at that, like my daughter's 3, and like I only get her on Saturdays. Or I gotta go with mom to the park to see my kid. Nigga, you got me feeling like I'm a bad dad. Bitch, what? Yeah. And then, you know, advice is just time. I don't know what the situation is, but time usually fixes a lot of things. Because a lot of people can get out of their cloud that is their own bullshit. Oh, speaking of, look at that wink drink. I got that same one right here, dude.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I got to. Do you partake in THC?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Healthy body, healthy life. Cool. I was going to send it to you, but I'm not. You don't need it. I'll send you some Gatorade or some shit.
Gatorade works?
No. It's not Gatorade.
We can get him a supplement bottle.
Yeah, we get him a supplement bottle.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so like a supplement bottle. And I remember we talked about this with your spicy loving ass. I still got to send you that pineapple hot sauce that I'm making. Yeah, it's a holiday season thing, but I got you.
I need parts in that. Yeah.
All right, so then with that, so I'm assuming then with that you probably watch Hot Ones. Yeah.
Two. I got 2 of the boxes from Hot Ones.
Oh, so have you gone through the gauntlet of like whatever the ranges of Hot?
Yep. Pass. The bomb does nothing to me.
See. Okay, talk about it.
I literally I was at my old job and I had the one chip, the blue one. Took it, looked at the camera, I recorded it for my homeboys because they was like, "You're not gonna do it." Did it. It did nothing to me. Then I went and ate another one. That was cool.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I had the bomb once and I put like a little drop in the concoction that I had, right? Because that's what it says. It says just put a drop. Nigga. I'm talking, and these are like homemade wings, like smoked and then like fried. Waste of wings because I couldn't eat them. They were too fucking hot. Way too hot. Like the sides of my
that chip put Shaq in a body bag. Yo.
Yeah, it really did. Sides of my lips were burning. Couldn't be me. Hey, real quick before we go any further, thank you all for watching, listening, all those things, bro. It really does hit us in the feels. We appreciate that shit a lot. If you're here and you're new, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and let us know in the comment section what it is about the podcast that you guys like and how we can get better. Anytime is a good time for Father Time, and we just wanted to let you guys know that we love you. Tell someone that you love them. Now, get back to the episode. We'll see you next week. Peace.
I could only imagine, like, going back to, obviously bringing it back to you seeing your son and the joy and just the way that I know I feel when I see my daughter. It just takes everything away. Like you said it right. Like, you get to be a kid. You get to choose to be a kid with your kid, you know, and get down on their level. Blair, you talk about it early in the show's history about like, yeah, I get down on the ground and I'll color and I'll roll around the ground with Penelope or with Poppy and just be a kid. And it's the only time you can do that. And I've gotten more into that. I felt like I had to be Papa. I had to make sure the bottles were clean. I was like, no, like now because she's interactive, I get to play. So like, all right, you want to play hide and seek? I'm about to hide. Like, I'm about to hide now.
You
like
really
before it was just like, before it was just this. Like, no, I'm about to hide now. Like, we about to play right now. And so I just I'm always so appreciative of seeing other fathers talk about the joy that their kids bring them, because so often we hear the other side of it on the internet, and so it's always refreshing to hear like those real moments of no, I just like being around my kid. Like,
Yeah.
and I definitely do feel like, yeah, I enjoy the quiet times. Baby girl's in daycare for the first time in 3 weeks. I was like, damn, I can
Don't
get
know what to
more
do.
work done for the podcast, but I was like,
Yeah.
damn, like, but do I really want to do that right now? I could just be cuddling up and watching
I
some
could be
Bluey
getting
right
those
now.
midday cuddles, bro.
Bruh.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
the midday cuddles is crazy. I just got those like last night. She was like, "Daddy, I don't want to go to sleep yet." And I was like, "Bro, we got to go to bed." And she got on me and
Yeah,
all right,
man.
we ain't got to do this.
You
Well,
got it. You got it.
I could take it even further with that. This is where it's going to get a little bit cerebral. So, I feel like my son saved me probably in the biggest way that I won't tell him until he gets older, because of my past. So for those that don't know, at 15, my dad was murdered by his own brother. So my uncle did it. So I feel like, I had all that time to be, I was angry, just full of rage and just distrust. Like I couldn't trust anybody. So now, I think God gave me my son to pick up where my dad left off with me because he couldn't be here. So every time, normally Father's Day is like tough on me because, yeah, I love being a father, but I'm missing mine. I still find a silver lining in that, like, he did that so I could be a dad. So now, and actually this year, my 37th birthday, I will have outlived my father. Like I will be past the age he was when he was killed. So it's just looking at it that way, yeah, man, my son really he saved my life. He really did.
Yeah,
And just getting that baton and running with it.
for sure.
So now I get to, God willing, I hope to see my son become my age now. And I'm an old man,
Hey, shut your mouth.
happy and
Shut your
yeah,
mouth. Ain't
just
nothing old
watching
about
him.
you. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
old about you. Shut your mouth. You ain't old, brother. You ain't
No,
old
I'm,
because if
no, I'm
you
saying
old, that means he old. That mean
I get to be an old man, in
okay.
my
Yeah,
older
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, brother, don't call yourself old now because that just made my knee crack.
Right. I got look. I don't want to tell you that I got an ice pack right here on the lower
Oh
back right
damn!
now. Like,
You bent over too bad, huh? He was out there swinging the golf club. No,
I
but
just did leg day today, so I'm
woo, child.
yeah.
Leg day's always Monday, so I can actually like feel that pain throughout the week. I get another one in on Thursday.
that's why your boy be in the cold plunges, bro. I can't mess around with that old age. I try to feel good.
Daily in the morning, which I probably need to pick up. So no, you were saying how like in your first conversation, we were talking about how like the silence equates to like being in the darkness, and then you just told us about how one of the darkest moments in your life your child saved you from.
Yeah.
So I understand, and I guess in like the negative way where darkness can take you.
Yeah.
Is that where, so like when you feel those moments of darkness, is that why the gym is so important to you and to your mental health? So you don't
Bro, the
fall
gym.
into the lines of like choking somebody?
Yeah, the gym literally the gym is probably the one thing that keeps me from becoming like one of my favorite movie characters, Bane.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. So when I look at, when I'm looking at we'll say 545 in deadlift. When I'm looking at that, that's not the weight. That's everything I don't like about myself. That's everything somebody may have did to harm me. That's all my own insecurities. All the times I've been overthinking everything. And for that 1 second, um, I'm picking it up. I'm not I'm not carrying it in a sense, if that makes sense.
Oh yes.
And then once I pick it up, and then especially if it's easy, then I'm just like, I can do anything. I can keep going. It's not as difficult as I might have thought it was. Because, you know, they say whatever you create up here, your body follows. So if you create that, oh, I don't know if I could do it, your body's not going to do it. So just being in the gym, it's therapy, man. It really is. It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic for my body. It's therapeutic for my mind. It's therapeutic for my soul. Because if I don't have it, I literally feel like I would snap. Because just like you can just breathe in my direction the wrong way.
Yeah.
There goes
And
your
it's-
windpipe. That's how I feel.
Jesus Christ. No, I can 1,000% attest to those feelings, bro.
Mhm.
Now, I guess like brother to brother, the question is, how often are we in that dark space? And is it more days of feeling like we can frolic over the days feeling like the gym needs to happen, otherwise I'm gonna bust somebody's head open?
Honestly, like lately, I mean, and part of this is just because sometimes in order to be inspired or find like motivation, sometimes you got to go out of your comfort zone and you got to
Yes.
go to a whole different place. So lately, I'll say, I haven't really been. I've been feeling a sense of calm and peace that I haven't felt in a long time. You know, and not just because I'm loving being a father, because that's for me that brings me absolute joy. But um, I went to Texas 2 weeks ago, and I went to DreamCon,
Yep.
and I met some friends from the streaming space that uh last year I was supposed to go, but I didn't. This year I went, and it was a beautiful experience, and it really put things in perspective. Like, it just opened my brain up to so many possibilities, and it lit a fire up under me. And that's why that's why I streamed earlier, because it was just like, I can't keep time is of the essence, and it's a luxury we can't buy. Like, we can't keep you can't get do-overs all
Nah,
the
bro.
time.
I tell motherfuckers all the time, you can't go to Amazon or Walmart and find time.
Nope.
No,
Can't
this
buy
ain't no
it.
dress rehearsal. This ain't no
Nah.
dress rehearsal.
And it says that life ain't a video game.
Nah, it's not. You don't get ain't no extra men or continues when it's over. So, I just really want to make the best. I want to take my time, but not waste my time. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And that quote stuck with me because it was a quote that the late great Chadwick Boseman, his wife, used to describe him. He's a man that takes his time but doesn't waste his time. So that's kind of like the moniker I want to aspire to be like. But yeah, at that DreamCon trip, man, and then I ain't even gonna lie, like, it's weird because I thought I was so against it, but sometimes your better half, or a person that you would think is your better half, don't even be in your own state. They
Boy.
bruh, I ran into this girl that she's in the streaming space. Yeah, bro, I ran into this girl from the streaming space. I thought it was gonna be little brother, big sister, like big brother, little sister type of relation. Man, I looked at that woman and folded immediately. And vice versa. Folded. I was done. I looked at I was like,
Hey, let me
I
tell
was
you.
done.
That's really her in
Hey,
person?
I'm a real
no,
friend.
I'm in danger.
I'm a real friend, so I'll be following his I'm following his stories.
Yeah, bro.
When he posted the picture, said I had to spin the block. I was like, that's the one. That's the one.
Man. And then the crazy part is, I'm spinning the block in August to go back.
So Houston?
Back. Yeah.
It's another DreamCon in Houston, or is it another con in
No,
Houston?
it ain't nothing. It's me
Oh,
going
you
back,
just
like,
hopping on the plane with the bags.
Yeah.
bruh.
So
yeah.
I want to hear more, obviously, about this.
Yeah.
But for our listeners that don't know, and tell us what DreamCon is.
So it's basically like an anime and gaming convention. So, and they do everything from like, they do everything. So
Yep.
they had like panels. You had like RDC World there. Meg Thee Stallion was there.
Mm-hmm.
Dante was there. It was a lot of well-known people. Last year they had like Corey Kenshin, and I think, was Kai there this year? I think he
No,
might have been.
Kai was there last year. Kai
Last
wasn't there
year.
this year because Kai had Streaming University. They kind of
Yep.
coincided around the same time. But going to DreamCon, that is like it's like going to, for us in the father space, it's like how we talk about going to Texas for that Dallas meetup or the dads meetup.
Mm, yeah.
That's what this would be. This would
Got you.
gamers' version of going to a golf tournament.
Got you.
In a
That
sense,
makes sense.
there's
Funny,
competitions
Dallas
there
put him
sometimes.
head.
Yeah, wow. Okay, hold on. We might have to talk after this, dog. Like, hold on. You said in August though.
Yes, in
Yeah,
August.
baby girl's birthday is in August. I can't do that. We should talk though. But
Yeah.
no, so it's the spaces that you guys can like find and the communities you can find it there. If you like golf, you can find somebody in the space of golf on Twitch or
Mhm.
Kick, wherever the case is. So like get out there. Also, don't tell your kids that gaming is bad.
No.
Certain games are bad if you're not watching, but gaming and streaming can get your kid to Harvard. It can get your kid to West Virginia University. So Stanford, I'm talking about Ivy League schools where like just you got a bachelor's from this school, but you got it because you went on an esports scholarship. Let's make it make sense.
Yeah.
So Bear, you had all the homies there. You had some people that you met. Tell us about, and I don't know his name, so I totally apologize if you're watching this, my dude. The guy that you were next to at Buffalo Wild Wings, he took the hot sauce and then you took the hot sauce. You called him your brother. He works out as well, so he's on his workout journey. Yeah. Talk about that relationship and like being like what it's like being from afar, like friendships from afar, because that's kind of what me and De'Meco are. Me and De'Meco are like Twitch friends that ended up making a podcast.
Yeah.
So like kind of like speak on the relationship that you built with him and how it just like naturally came apart or unnaturally came apart.
The funny part is I was asking advice about deadlifting. Like it was like my form. So I asked him, how you felt about it. He told me the form was fine. And then after that, I think I had seen a tweet from him that they was on Twitch. So I'm gonna go check him out. And he was talking about a lot of like games that I grew up off. Most specifically, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I'm actually on when I streamed, I'm actually going through the entire saga of Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear. So I'm excited to do that, and yeah, so we bonded over that, and it got to a point where like we talk every day. Mind you, this guy lives in Pensacola, Florida. Like he lives in Pensacola. My other homeboy that I was that had the hot sauce with me, Flash, she lives in Illinois. And then the last one, Bearded, he lives in I want to say Mississippi. Yeah. So that one friendship with him just made all four of us get even like closer. So yeah, and we have a group chat where we talk every day. Like it could be
That's dope.
Yeah, it could be from like a text or like we be hitting each other with like 10-minute voice notes, just checking on each other, making sure mentally we straight. It's to a point now where, I'm more of a kind of when I'm going through something and I'm battling demons, I'm more so duck in the shadows. I stay quiet. So anybody that knows me, when I go quiet, that means I'm dealing with something internally.
Yes.
And
then it's hard to
not
fucking
that.
find you.
You want to know the crazy part? So with the DreamCon trip, and even this show, so many people cussed me out. They was like, "Yo, get your ass back on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Get your ass back to streaming." Around like, damn, they looking at me. Maybe I need to get up and do something about this. So I can't keep, I just couldn't keep playing with the gift anymore. So I was just like, nah,
Bro, yes.
I
What
gotta
did I
come
tell
back.
you?
Yeah,
I told you.
and yeah, he even told me, he hit me, he was like, "Oh, we don't need that shit to be perfect, bro. We just need you. Just turn that shit on."
That's how we
Turn it
started
on.
this shit. Turn the fucking camera on and
Yeah, just
talk.
turn it on. So
We
I was
don't
like,
need you to be
you
perfect
know
right
what?
now, dog. I just need you to pop up and let me see your face,
Yeah,
dog. That's
this is
it.
like the 30th person that just said this to me. All right, God, clearly you telling me stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I had to do. But even with Initial, you know, he was telling me, man, the rest of us, we didn't had conversations that you don't even know about, trying to figure out when the world you gonna come back. And then when I came back, so many people was like, man, it's good to see you back. You know, letting people know that even if you're not letting people know what's going on in your personal life, you at least letting people know that you're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I duck off. It ain't nothing for me to push the button and delete Instagram all over again. I was good for a year, so it didn't really bother me. But when I started seeing like how people responded to it, it was like, oh, okay. No, this they're gravitating to me for a reason. So I need to expound on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the the lovely young lady that I ran into, she even said it. She was like, what are you doing? Like, you need to come back. Like, we need you to come back. So I'm just like, bro, if one more person tell me I need to come back, I'm gonna lose it. There's clearly something
Guess who's
that I
back?
did was working. Yeah, clearly something that I did was working.
So Bear, I'm gonna need to hear some more about the Twitch stream and your talks on mental health. What are those talks like?
So even in Twitter, because I ain't calling that shit X. On Twitter, I don't give a fuck about none of those.
Does Daddy call him
Twitter?
Does Daddy call him Twitter? Yeah, I call him Twitter.
I'm gonna call him Twitter.
On Twitters, you know how they do like the spaces and stuff. I do what's called like a soul space. And there was a point where like even with that, I felt like I had hit like a peak that was like kind of crazy. I've just had talks where people just feel comfortable venting. Like I've had people cry speaking about what's bothering them. It could be something that they may have buried. It could be something that's happening right now. It could be anything. But I literally just created that space so that people feel like whatever I got going on, I don't have to keep it to myself. And on top of that, I'm not one of those I'm empathetic. I'm not going to use your pain and weaponize it. I don't like that. I don't like that being done to me. That's what happened in the prior situation, and that's why I went dark. Because no, I'm not. I already have that issue with betrayal. So when you do that, I go into shutdown mode. So I just wanted to I just wanted to provide a space where, people could talk about what's going on with them. Even if I don't understand, because we all take different paths in life. I don't have to understand, but I can open up my ear and listen.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there sometimes is enough to talk somebody off the ledge. Because all most of us want is just a place where we can let it out and not feel judged about doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And on the back end of that, it's like I want to let it out, and sometimes I don't. I just need to get it out. I don't
want no answers.
I don't need no answer, no. And that's something my wife has like helped me out with. It's like, hey, dog, like I'll be wanting to vent to you sometimes, but you're a fixer. Nigga, I ain't trying to fix it right now.
Yeah.
I am not. I just need you to shut the fuck up, put your hands in your pocket, hit that pen, and say, and just let me get it out.
Yep. Exactly. And then, with Twitch, I had I still have I had that little just chatting segment called like Bare Your Soul for obvious reasons. And then I had like this podcast that I'm gonna get back to because I need to. It's called Deeply Rooted.
Oh yeah.
So, basically it's just it could be me and one other person, or it could be me and a group of people. All I'm doing is basically what y'all are doing with me. But it's for everybody to know who this person is. Like we see past the Twitch mask, the persona, leave that at the door. We talking about you. Who are you? What makes you tick? Like getting to see the person past the streamer, because streamers are people too, but we just see, because we look at people in the camera and we see them playing games all the time. We kind of mesh the streamer and the persona that they give off in the same cup.
Mhm.
No, separate that. You got to separate, the person from the art.
Yeah, for sure. We talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
about that a lot. Being able to like separate art from human.
Mhm.
Because I mean, shit, I can like your art and not like the human, or not like the human, like the art. So
Bingo.
that's how that goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've literally had talks where like on Twitch, I might be in the middle of a game and somebody might have come across the stream and said, "Man, I think this might be it." And I'm like, "Whoa, time out." Pause the game, go to full screen, and then me in the chat are talking to this person, like
Yep.
trying to talk them off the ledge. Because I always had this fear of like, somebody doing that, and then I don't want to be one of those like shoe fly, don't bother me kind of people, and then somehow life has a way of redirecting that news back to you, like they didn't make it, and then you standing there like, damn, I could have done something.
Mhm.
Now, granted, you get those, some people. It's not that some people aren't worth saving. Some people may be so far just gone that they don't think they can be saved. So, I just try to do my best when that moment arises. So that way, God forbid, if anything was to happen, I know like I did what I felt like I needed to do, and being that ear or that shoulder that they may have needed.
And that's hell, that's what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
We talk about it every episode. Like we want to be able to be a space where fathers, and as we're excuse me, as we're growing the podcast, fathers, non-fathers, we hope that anybody who listens to this, who watches it, can see that exact thing. It's like we are the community that's here to listen, here to hold
Mhm.
up, here not to judge. Like the
Yeah.
whole we listen and we don't judge. Like that's a real thing in this community. Like we are going to be able to like, and we hope that we've created that within you guys, the listeners and the viewers, as well as the guests, where hey, this is the DM. I saw you guys on the podcast. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I felt the same way you feel. How did you get through it? And like, I hope that everybody has the open heart and the empathy, like you spoke about, to be
Mhm.
able to bear their soul. Pun intended.
When you find yourself in those dark moments, obviously you talk about your son being able to kind of bring joy in.
Mhm.
What about those moments where you still struggle to find that joy? Like how you say like you can kind of shut off. Obviously, I know you're trying your best to never shut off around him.
Yeah.
Like what do you do to kind of get yourself out of those funks? Because those I don't feel it maybe to the extent that you experience it, but there are those moments where I was like, man, the world's just kind of kicking my ass. I'm like, I'm thinking about work, or I'm thinking about shit that isn't obviously present with my daughter. And so I'm
Mhm.
just curious to know, like, what are you doing to really reset and be present with your child?
Therapy for sure. And I want to say that with emphasis on it. Fellas, therapy doesn't make you weak. It don't. We gotta stop. We gotta get rid of that bad connotation that
Facts.
being vulnerable or being emotional or having emotion doesn't make you a man. And that's bullshit. You we don't gotta be tough all the time. Yes, don't get me wrong. Society has made it to where as though, yeah, most of us as men, we realize it ain't no help for us. Like, and I don't mean to, make it this way, but that's just how it is. When, when it's on the opposite side of the spectrum, all the help in the world. But when it's us,
You got it.
man up.
Yeah, you got it. Pick yourself up.
Yeah. You a man. That's
You're a man, right?
nah,
You
man.
can figure that
Bro,
out.
this shit hurt. That woman hurt me, or I don't like it when you do this because it makes me feel this way. You know what I mean? Like we can't even
Oh, I
we
hate
can't even
that.
get to that part.
Oh, why?
Um,
I'm just joking. What?
nah, man, I don't like that. No, that's not a
Yeah, that
joke to
shit
me.
still hurt. Yeah, that shit
It's
still
not a
hurt.
joke.
Yeah.
You just this is what I learned in therapy. One, simply because it's not that serious to you doesn't make it any less serious to the person that you affected. Sorry, like it doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta People really gotta think before they speak. Because once you, like they say, once you squeeze the toothpaste out of the tube, you can't put it back in.
Yeah.
So when you do something, you have to be prepared for the fact that everybody's not going to perceive it the way that you thought they would, because you're making assumptions. No, man, like, no, I didn't like that. And then, then that's when it's like, oh, you too serious, or you take stuff too literal. Wait a minute. So you going to gaslight me and minimize my feelings? No, we're not doing that either. Nope.
Yeah, for sure. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, you're not going to
Straight up.
minimize how I feel just
Straight
because
up.
you lack the wherewithal. That's not my problem. Because if it was the other way around,
Oh my
it'd be
God,
World
girl,
War
leave
III.
his ass alone. Leave him
Yeah,
alone.
my head would be on the guillotine.
Hey, no, this definitely ain't the He-Man Woman Haters Club for shit show.
No, not at all. No.
But this is a space where fathers have the opportunity to let people know, like, we do feel. At the time of recording, we are 6/13. We're a couple days away from Father's Day.
Father's Day.
My wife talked about it this morning in like the emails that they sent out. It's a place out here called Insomnia Cookies. The tagline for theirs was, get dad cookies for that dad bod. Bitch, what? Where are my flowers at? Where's the Father's Day brunch? Where the fuck is that at?
It's not the same.
When do we get the Father's Day jewelry? When the fuck does all those things come out? So like I've told them, everybody who's around me, and De'Meco knows as well, the day they actually get Father's Day right, and I'm saying that with love, is when this picture is replaced with a fucking WWE championship belt that says world's greatest dad. Because I fucking am. There. Emotionally there. Physically there. Financially there. We present. Yo, you got like volunteer day at school. Papa's not just showing up, we showing up with treats. You got the jogathon. Here's the money for her laps and the laps from dad on top of her laps. I'm out here outrunning kids. So not even saying like, like I'm not harping on y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all know that, but that's the fucking goal. Give me the belt and I'll shut the fuck up. And if you get it now, you ain't got to hear about it years from now. I just need one. I don't need multiple.
But even like even to go off on that, man, this the part I don't get as a father. How do you as a man lay with a woman and you're not there for your kid? How do you do that? I can't sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep at all.
Are we going there?
That shit would drive me up the wall, knowing full well I sat there and did what adults do to create a child. But I'm not man enough to be there for him. Hell no. Especially not with the shit that happened to me. What, you think I'm gonna stand around and let my son, let the world teach him how to be a man? Hell no. I'll be 6 feet in the ground before I let the street do that to him. No.
Oh.
I ain't doing it.
All right. Shit. Hey, what's the acronym for a hand? Straight up and down. There's 12 to 6 o'clock. If you lay down and you don't take care of your babies, you're a hoe. Because you know that, like mentally, like inside of your, and God rest his soul, or whoever got him. My actual birth father knew about me for my entire life. Talked to me twice my entire life. One time I was 14, telling me he was gonna come see me. The next time I was 34, and he was telling me how I should let him see my daughter because that's his grandbaby. And the next news I got from Cuz was that he was dead. Bro, you knew about me your entire life, 32 years of living, and not once were you like, yeah, I'm gonna go get my son. Because I tell my daughter this every day, and the people around me know this as a fucking fact. Let and hair on that little girl's hair get touched in a way that she don't like. Yeah. And before Penelope goes south, it's going to have to be.
It could be a school of 8th graders standing between me and my son. Them 8th graders going in the blender. Sorry. I don't care.
I've said it multiple times.
I'm not even saying sorry.
Yeah. Bye. Y'all out of here. I'm getting y'all out of here.
Ducks, chickens, elderly people, twerkers.
I even had an incident where the daycare that me and his mom had him in, they called both of us. Now, where I work at a government contract place. So like I deal with skiffs. You can't bring a phone in the skiff. So when I came out, my phone blowing up. Oh yeah, somebody got to come pick little man up. It was crickets on the other side. Me, I told my boss, hey, listen, big homie sick. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Figure it out. He looked at me, he was like, man, what you telling me for? Go get your child.
Mm-hmm.
I did like 90 miles an hour all the way home. Man, I'm not playing about my son. Give me my kid. I don't play about none of that. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the parent. I'm gonna be the one y'all don't want coming up to the school. Mama be the nice parent. Oh,
Yeah, please, please call Hannah.
Point them out.
Please
Who
call
did what? You? Cool. I go call you. Please. I double dog dare you to tell your father. Please.
No, I need you to. Because like I'm gonna ball your shirt.
Hey,
up.
listen. You tell your mother. Your mother get balled up too.
I'm gonna ball your shirt up, boy.
I'm not. Man,
I'm gonna ball your daddy's shirt up.
Not with mine.
Hey,
Not
shout
with
out to
mine.
Duke
And
Dennis.
even further. Not with none of my homies' kids, neither.
What I tell you, ain't May mine. Rory is mine.
I'm not
you touch
with none
Rory,
of that. Nah,
I'm taking Chicago out.
Yeah, nope.
De'Meco ain't got to. De'Meco ain't got to lift a finger because if I hear about it, hey, I got a special set of skills. I will find you.
So I got a question, a weightlifting question. So what? I mean, I guess it kind of ties into the mental health. So what workout is the best for you to get you through those mental blocks, like you said? Like, is there a workout routine or like? Because obviously, I mean, some folks, it's leg day. I just want to push. I just want to move weight. Is there a workout that you're just like, man, I love this workout. It's the one that makes me feel the best, whatever it is.
Deadlifting. It's probably my favorite exercise to do. I mean, kind of ironic, it's the most scariest, but so I'll talk to the weight as if it's like a woman, especially when the weight start getting thick, then it's like,
you gotta be too something to do something.
Got thickums coming. So I'm just talking to the weight. It's like, hey, listen, you know you're going up, right?
Foolish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just those. It's like those moments where you break the monotony because you don't want to. I don't try like now when it's one of them days where it's like I'm angry. Then I don't even know. I just set myself. I just set my feet the way they're supposed to be set. The weight comes up. But I would say deadlifting for sure. Deadlifting definitely. When I did my my second heaviest weight, which was 545, I think I might have been going through some shit that day. I just think I had a lot on my soul, and I was just like, man, right now I don't even want to deal. I don't want to deal with it right now, but I had to. So it's just like I said, when I put those plates on that barbell, it's just like everything I'm loading up. What I don't like about myself, what needs to improve, what coworker I probably feel like planting on their neck.
So that's a healthy release. There's never
sure.
there's never
For
like
sure.
there's never like another moment of like afterwards, like, or when you lift it up is all out. Because again, like as a friend, healthily, I'm like, I want to make sure, like, hey bro, have you hit the gym today? Needs to be the text that I send to make sure that, like, my dog is like,
9 times out of 10, if you hit me and be like, yo, you been at the gym, I'm already in there.
Sounds good enough to me.
That's for me, that's that's sanctuary.
Believe me, yeah, I'm gonna download all these and we're gonna get them on here. Do you have anything else, D? Like,
no, I recently saw a video, a deadlifting video, and this guy was trying to deadlift the heaviest weight that he had ever deadlifted, and his trainer was just getting in his face, like, because he was using reps to do it, and the guy was like, no, you got to take those off. Kind of going back to your analogy of talking to the weight like a woman, like, he's like, look, if she ain't gonna let you hit it raw, she ain't yours. Like, you got to earn this heavy weight. And I was like, oh, that's a bar. Like, yeah, you got to like. You gotta move that weight. And so I definitely appreciate the comparison to that and kind of hyping yourself up about it. And I mean, I bet some folks at the gym look at you crazy, unless they equally as crazy in that vein. Like, look at him, like, just talking to the weight. Look at it.
I've had people give me some crazy looks like, yo, you good? Trust me, everything is copacetic over here. I'm good.
You're gonna see good. You're gonna see in just a second.
Right there. Give me about 5 seconds. Stay right there. Yeah. Just don't move. Just watch. All right, so I pick the weight up and they like.
All right. Hey, so how do you do that?
I was not hip to your game. Now I am.
So
Before we get out of
is
here-
he turning 4 soon, or he just turned 3?
Halloween. Yeah,
That's
little
great.
big homie was born on Halloween.
So
That's
tell
beautiful.
us where and why the nickname came apart.
Because everywhere he goes, he just treats it like how Godzilla treats Tokyo. Just kicking buildings down, just destroying shit for no reason. And Tokyo's just like, oh, okay. And then guess what happens? He comes back and destroys shit again. Yeah. So
Oh man, that's hilarious. We're gonna go back to season 1 real quick. You guys haven't heard this in a minute, but Bear, in honor of your podcast title and what you normally do on your Twitter and your Twitch, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time, 60 seconds, to bare your soul in whatever aspect that is, whether it's the mental health space, whether it's talking to your son directly, talking to pops, whatever the case may be. You got this time to bare your soul in whatever that is. And then at the end of it, let these good people know where they can find you and spell it all out for them too.
All right, man. Dad, I know you're not here, but I know you're looking down because there's been plenty of times where I probably cut up and the wind probably blew in the direction that it was supposed to smack me in the head. So I thank you for that. Son, you're too young now, but you saved my life in so many ways. And I don't think I'll ever be able to repay you for that. But I'm going to try my best to be the greatest father that I can be. And, for all my friends and family that I love and care about, I can't thank y'all enough, man. Y'all molded me and shaped me in so many ways. Like, and I love y'all even more for when y'all see me go down that path. Y'all, nope. Y'all tighten me right back up. And God, of course, because I wouldn't be here without him. Couldn't do none of this. Yeah. So as far as where to find me, Twitch, Bear Project _ Instagram, the Bear Project 1, Twitter, Bear Project _ I love y'all, and y'all, everybody, just stay safe. Checking on your loved ones. Take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all that. For real. Life is short. I don't want to. I don't want no more bad news. I don't. I want to see y'all get old, and I want to see y'all have fun and be the greatest people and parents that y'all can be.
That's a beautiful sentiment, bro. We could be doing this all day. Could be talking for forever, but we got to get D up out of here. Get B up out of here. And I'm going to take care of this beautiful little girl. We're about to cut a doll's hair. We're doing doll hair tonight, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So with that being said, I am your play partner, host of Monster Country Cousin Blair, a.k.a. Sir Winnie, father to this beautiful, beautiful little 8-year-old girl. That's my brother De'Meco and also my brother Bear. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them because we love you. You are seen, loved, heard, and you are enough. Make sure you tell somebody you love them because we love you. Peace.
Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who been a father, superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me.